he was the one that Doug threatened to burn his house down. Um, and Megatron, yeah, just be respectful or be muted. Exactly. Um, Nobody's bashing Doug. Nobody's picking on Doug. Doug chooses to be homeless. Doug chooses to be the way he is. Doug chooses not to have a job. And so you can, cry all you want. You can gripe all you want. You can holler all you want and whatever. But we're going to let this out. We're going to let this out. And if Doug, Dad, and Aunt, it's happened to it be in the live, they are more than welcome to come up, get a box. I don't have a problem with that. And if we happen to go down again, we will be going to KK's YouTube. So that's where we're going. It's the KK's YouTube. K Carissa 21 is the YouTube. When she gets home, of course, I'm just trying to kind of keep it cool. We need to tap the live, tap the screen. Yes. But yeah, nobody's picking on him. Nobody picks on him. Nobody makes him do what the things he does. He chooses to do it. I don't know if Diane, are you in here? Did anybody share this out to Diane the Silver Fox? Diane, if you would like to come up, you're more than welcome to. Not gonna. If you don't feel like it, that's fine.
I'm here.
Hello, Diane. How you doing, honey?
All righty.
If you don't feel like doing this,
I'm
do
fine.
it.
I want to get it off my chest and get it out there.
Okay.
People need to stay away from him. He's nothing but trouble.
Okay. And now you can tell your story.
When I first met Doug, he was in the woods and that's before he got his dog. And then he got Blue. Okay. He always called me. He called me every day. He called me and asked me for money. I wanted a cell phone. His cell phone didn't work. He didn't not ask me to put him on my plan, but he manipulated me into doing it. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I really thought I thought he was my friend, and I wanted him to have a way to get on live and do his thing. So I bought him a phone. That phone went in the river, the lake. A few days later, it went in the lake. Then he got another one. Later on, he got another one from me. He's got several phones, probably about 5 altogether. He asked me for money every day. He collected money when my grandkids died. I had 2 grandbabies that died, 2 twins. Whenever they died, he called me the whole time I was on my way up there. He called me during the funeral and asked me to help in a battle and help give him some money. He said everybody collected for me while I was gone. He said everybody collected money. I got $500 for you. So he sent it to my Cash App. And then 5 minutes later, he said, well, he needs 100 of it back. Deb Blue wanted him to have $100 of it, which was a lie, but I believed him. And I really cared a lot for Doug. I thought he was a friend. I thought he was a good person. I found out pretty quick, though it wasn't. And everybody kept telling me to leave him and everything, and I wouldn't do it. I was trying to be a true friend and stand beside him. But please don't fall into that mess, because all he wants you for is your money. All he wants is money. When he gets done with you, you're a piece of scum on the earth. He's cussed me. He's called me names. He's called me 24 hours a day before I got in here. He cussed my daughter on the phone with whenever her car broke down and we couldn't make it. I couldn't get into a battle that he wanted me to be in. I want everybody to know he's not what he says he is. He's drunk, alcoholic. He was always drunk. He's cussed me and screamed at me many a time, many a time. I'll answer anybody's questions if they have them. I don't know what else to say, but he's not, when I get done on this live tonight, I am not going to watch his live ever again. I'm done. I can't do it. I can't, if I'd been home by myself when I had my heart attack, I wouldn't be here now. And I don't need to go through all this stuff with him. I don't need it. I don't need to watch him.
Yeah. Puppy Power, I think that's your name. I see you're in the box. Did you have something to say, or did you want in the box? I guess she accidentally in the box. Okay.
I tried to talk to Doug, tried to talk him into straightening up, and he had land. He had money to get land, and I found him land, but he wouldn't take it. He would not put the money down for it, and I wouldn't do it, but he had land. He just didn't want it.
Hello, Tatted.
Yeah, he called me mom. He always thought of me as his mom, but he treated me like crap too.
And Silver Fox is in the box. Silver Fox is another
Hi,
one
Silver.
Used to be supporter. If Silver Fox would like to say what he would like to say.
Yeah, I would, Don. I appreciate you letting me up.
Hey, not a problem, but I appreciate you coming up.
I'm not up here to bash Doug, tear him down, or anything like that. So I'm just up here to tell you the truth. And I'm going to give you a little history of what happened. I kind of got on TikTok after I lost my wife. I was getting bored and I was looking for something to do. And my grandson says, "Papa, get on TikTok. You enjoy it." So I did. And guess what? The first two guys I run across on TikTok was Chris and Doug. The very first two, just my damn luck. Sorry, excuse my language. But I could run across anybody else, but they were the first two. And I kind of fell in the trap. I kind of felt sorry for Doug. I mean, I'm a compassionate guy and I've got a big heart. I've helped a lot of people in my lifetime, and I'm 71 years old too, like Diana. Me and Diana's the two seniors, I guess. But, I did everything I could thought was, I was trying to do the right thing for Doug, so I helped him out. He called me and said he needed a bigger tent. I started talking to him, and we swapped numbers, which I should have never done, but I did. And I bought him a big tent. He burnt that one up. I had to call and get him another one. And then he needed some coveralls. I bought him $300 pair of coveralls. Hell, I don't know what all I bought him. I bought him stovepipe. He would call me when I was out, and now listen to this. I'd be out eating on a Friday or Saturday night with some friends or my family or whatever. He'd call me, want me to get in the battle. You got to come help me. You got to come help me. And, I did that a couple of times. And then after about third or fourth time, I said, what the hell is this guy doing? I mean, something's wrong here. And I didn't really know Doug. I hadn't been watching him very long, I didn't know how his character was and how he talked to people, and especially women. Now, when he started calling women the names he was calling them, that's when I really went off. I mean, that's it, And he used the N-word a lot, and I didn't really like that. And I mean, it was several different things. I can go on and on all night, but like I said, I'm not up here to bash him. I'm really not. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to warn other people that falls into this trap, because he's a master manipulator. Trust me, he is. And I should have known better. Damn, I run a multi-million-dollar business for 47 years, and I should know better than fall into somebody's little trap like this. But I did, because, like I said, I do have a big heart, and I felt sorry for him. And I mean, I started watching him way back when he had his little kayak and blue and all this stuff. And, you know, I didn't just start watching him a few weeks ago, but, and I started finding out more and more about him. And I asked him one time, Don, I said, Doug, your drinking really bothers me. I lost my best friend of 35 years from alcohol. He
Mm-hmm.
passed away of cirrhosis of liver. And I told Doug that. I said, Doug, I cannot support you or watch you because I just can't deal with this. You know, I mean, I was a drinker myself. I hadn't had a drink in over 19 years now. And I was pretty bad at one time, and I know what goes on. But uh, I told him that, and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm done. I'm done." Damn, next week he was right back, same thing, talking to women the way he was, and all this crap. And I just said, I walked away. And then he started talking about me, called me a flip flopper, doing this, and I never said a word about him, not the first word. And I went for a long time and never said a word about him or to him because I mean, that's just not me. I don't do that. I mean, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if I got something to say to a man, we're going to do it face to face. I always have. I'm not going to do it over this little friggin' app. I mean, you know, because that's, you know how that goes. You see it all the time. But
Exactly.
anyway, I just want to warn these people that supporting him. You do what
Be
you want.
careful.
You do what you want to. I can't tell you what you do with your money, but I mean, you think you're helping him, but actually you're hurting this guy. I mean, because he's not going to stop. I've done decided this guy will not stop. I mean, he's going to be Doug from now on. And I don't care what you do. He's been offered all kind of help. He will not accept it. He will not take it. And everybody said, well, when he gets to the very bottom, he will. Hell, he ain't going to get to the bottom. As far as I'm concerned, if that was me sitting out in the woods in a tent, I'd be at the bottom. But
That's
he's
it.
not. He's just not going to do it. He don't care. All he wants is your money to support his habits. And I mean, damn, you know, after I got thinking about it, I I know what he's done. I don't have to mention it. I can tell. I'm sorry, but you know, he's lost all his teeth, and all that comes from a certain substance. And I've seen it in my life several times. I've dealt with it, and with people. I had one in my family the same way, and it's not good. I'm telling you, it's not good. So, like I said, all his supporters can do whatever they want to. You know, that's their business. Uh, but I'm just warning you. You're going down in a rabbit hole. It won't never stop. And once you quit helping him, you're a dog. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, that's just the way it is. But
Can I
anyway,
answer
Don.
a question?
Yes,
Roll
ma'am.
Tide wants to know if I sent him money to help himself win battles, and that he did do me that way. Didn't send me money on Cash App just so I'd turn around and pay it out in battles so he could win. He sure
Yep.
did.
Yep.
All the time, a lot of the time.
Yep. Well,
Amen to that.
I never done that, but I always gifted him big, and you know, which I mean, you know, I'm fortunate enough where that don't bother me. But and he knows it. I messed around and told him something that I never tell anybody about myself, and once I told him that, oh man, he went all
Yeah.
fours in. But anyway, I won't get into that, and I never talk about it on this app. I never will. But he knew he knew what I had, and what I could do. But uh, I was fortunate enough to figure him out, and I quit. So anyway, you guys just keep on doing what you're doing. I mean, it's up to you, but I promise you, there'll come a day where you're gonna regret it. But anyway, Don,
So,
I appreciate you letting me up and talking about it.
so
And if anybody wants to ask me anything, I'm more than welcome anytime. Now or later, you see me on this app, I'm more than welcome to discuss it. I don't have one problem at all talking about it.
Silver Fox, I greatly
Nigga, are you
appreciate you.
retarded?
Hello.
Do what?
I
What's
was
up,
said,
my
Silver
nigga?
Fox, I appreciate you coming up, and I appreciate you sharing your story. I don't see no questions in here for you, Diane, the
There's a
only one I
lot.
seen.
There's a lot of stuff I haven't said, but there's no use of saying that he's not going to change. So I felt like he was my son there for a while, but I now I cannot stand him. I cannot stand him.
Yeah, you
Everybody says I'm obsessed with him. I'm not. I just watch him to make sure. I don't know, to just so like everybody else on this app that watches him.
all right. I'm gonna have to remove that person that said hateful speech. I don't know. To get one of the guests in the box. Here's Martin. Silver Fox, I appreciate it. Diana, I appreciate it. I don't see
All
no
right.
comments in the or questions for you all. I greatly appreciate you all for coming up, sharing your story, and it's glad to I love you both, and I wish you both the best of luck, and I hope y'all have a great evening.
I'll
You
just
need
stay up here and listen for a while in case somebody has a
Yeah.
question for me.
That's
Because I'd
that's
love
perfect.
for
Perfectly fine.
Sorry and Pet Dog to come in and just listen to some of the stuff that they're going to be going through.
you
That's
need to
perfectly fine.
you need to block that guy on top of me there.
Martin,
Hey, Don.
Hey, Silver.
hey, Cat.
Hey,
A
why you
lot of
gotta be so
people,
mean to me, Silver?
a lot of
Hey,
people were
Hey,
asking
go.
about a four-wheeler that Doug was trying to get Silver to buy him. They're wanting to know about that, if that was
Oh,
truth.
Yep,
okay,
it was, but I
okay.
didn't. Thank goodness. I was going to. Hell, I'll be honest with you guys. That guy could be living in a cabin right now. I would have financed it for him if he would just stay straight. I would have bought him his land, financed his cabin. I mean, I was trying to help the guy,
Yes, you
and
was good
and,
to him. You was very good to him.
and
Yes,
yeah, he
both
did.
you and Diane was.
He did want me to get him a bike. He tried to get me to buy him a four wheeler, and at the time I was close to buying him a four wheeler, and that's when I finally wised up. I mean, damn, I can't believe
Hey,
I done what I done to that
Yeah, I
guy.
did buy his son an Xbox for Christmas one year because I
Yeah,
felt sorry for his son. I went and bought the Xbox. Well, it was bought at Walmart, and then Doug went and picked it up and give it to his son.
are we sure his son even got it, Diana?
Probably not, but he
But what
manipulated
I
me.
heard was that Doug doesn't and hasn't talked to his son and hasn't even tried to help out with his son. That's what I've heard.
I'm sure he
Martin, did you have something to say, Martin?
yeah, I was gonna keep it short and sweet, because this is pretty much telling the truth. For anybody that's in here that's supporting Doug, if you've ever noticed when you're gifting him, and you don't gift him enough, he'll cut you off. He's done with you, and that's it. Uh, that's how Doug rolls. It's called manipulation. That's what he does. He runs all day long talking about how other people are suppressing him or breaking down his content or what the hell ever. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. If you want to support him, that's your business. I was a Doug supporter. I used to be one of his mods. Everybody knows that. But Doug is a master manipulator. That he is very great at that.
100%.
And because who said that?
I did.
Okay, yeah, several knows what I'm talking about. But anyhow, be careful where you spend your money. Just be careful with Dougie, because I guarantee you, when he gets in the battle in the mornings and he ain't making no money, he's gonna jump off the app. He's gonna get back on later
He's
on
gonna
until
call
somebody
your
throws
name.
him some money.
Mhm.
Yep. Hey, Diana, how you doing, sweetheart?
Hi, Martin.
But good to see you, sweetie. But yeah, that's it. That's really all I got to say. Be careful with this guy.
Well, thank you, Martin, for coming up and first of all being respectful, because I know me and you've had our rough moments, and thanks for sharing your story. I greatly appreciate it, Martin.
Absolutely.
And I wish you nothing but the best. And I wish you a great evening, Martin.
You have a blessed day. I'm gonna get out of here. We'll see y'all
All
now.
right,
I'm
brother.
gonna sit in the shadows. All right.
You, You go right ahead.
All right, brother. See you.
Thank you.
Don, can I say something? Now, let me say one more thing, and I'll shut up.
Go ahead, Silver Fox. Say all you need, buddy.
These guys know why he pushed so hard the other day to get to A3 status. I'm gonna tell you why. Look at that gift gallery. That gift gallery is gonna cost you a lot more money to keep him in that status, because I don't think you're gonna keep up with it. Because you got to have two of them gifts, that whole gallery every week to keep in the A3 status, and that's what he wanted. He knows what he's doing. You people need to just
Yeah.
wise up and look at some of these things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the manipulation to get the gifts to get that far is if people would have heard and listened to his manipulation. Red Hot, I seen you come in. Did you have something to say, hon?
I guess
And Doug, before we go any further, Doug, Red Hot is in the box. Red Hot is different from Mouthy Bitch. There's two different people.
I mean, I'm definitely a mouthy bitch, but anything I need to say to him, if he unblocked me, I would say it straight up to him. But regardless, my one thing that really bothered me about Diana was when he said that she put her hand on him in
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that part.
in a sexual way.
After I took him about $300 worth of groceries and food and pans and cookware and all that, then he says I did that in a sexual manner. Yeah.
That was the most disgusting thing one of the most disgusting things that came out of his mouth. Kentucky Witch. All the people that he just tatted, KK. Every female that could possibly disagree with him or want to tell him the truth or things that have been said to them. They were bad people. It doesn't get any better. It gets worse. He just finds another person to manipulate I love, this is my mom. Pet Dog's now his mom. He knows what he's doing. Just like Silver said, he knows what he's doing, what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. And second thing is, there is no camper crew. There is no camper crew, Doug. And nobody wanted, you have every right to be on here and battle. But you have to do it without conning, manipulating, lying, all of the above. You're on here. If you're going to be on here, then be legitimate and be honest with these people. And quit taking money from them on the back end. That is not fair to the people that you're taking advantage of.
Culture.
So, I could go on forever, but I'm going to let everybody else take their. And Doug and Debbie Lynn and all of you guys in there, if I have something to say to you, I will say it straight up to you. Unblock me. I have no problem. I'm only over here because you guys won't let me in. I have no problem telling you exactly how I feel. And awareness, I'm not awareness. I'm me. And I'm going to tell you what I feel in my opinion, regardless if people like me or not. And that's just the way it is. I will tell you how I feel. And not have a question about it. All right, I'm getting myself all jazzed up. I'm going to go down and...
Don't drop Red Hot, please.
Okay.
Sorry, I was tapping and tapped right on out of here.
Oh, you're fine. I think KK come up and Raylene. If you all want to, Raylene.
He was live, and so I clicked on it, and it turns out that it wasn't him that was live. It was, he was in a box with a different group. Red Hot was in there, and the gentleman that was, I don't know to say his name or not because he's not in here, but he said, "Oh, don't block her. Don't block Raylene. She's a good good person, whatever, And I just want to say Red Hot was one of the first people that I got to talk to that was so kind that night. And, I went in there and I said, hey, I'm just trying to venture out. I'm trying to, see what all's going on, not just in his box and, in his live and stuff. And I said, I'm not here to bash him. I'm not here to bash you guys, And Red Hot, I just want to thank you. I just want to thank you for that.
Oh, Raylene, that's awesome. Thank you. No, I'm gonna stand up for people that I believe in, for people that are honest, for people that don't hurt anybody. I don't want to see my friends hurt. I don't want to see anybody hurt or bullied. That's
Yeah.
not right. And
Now,
Yeah.
not to mean to interrupt, but Trevor, may I ask the question? Are you Ray's son?
Yes, that's my dad.
Okay, I just seen what you said in the chat. Do you care to repeat what you said in the chat?
Yeah, sure. So whenever my dad goes live, whenever Doug goes live, they pretty much run a pity party and beg people for money. And what they do is they'll send the money back and forth. Say somebody will send the money to Doug, and then Doug will block them. My dad will then have that person come to their live and then do the same thing, gather that money, and then block them as well. So they're not just taking from one person for themselves. They're taking twice the amount of money from the same person for each other.
Well, Trevor, thank you for that. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
That was a teetotal surprise on me, but I remember seeing you last night in Dr. Dre live, and I seen what you said, and thanks for your honesty. Anything else that you would like to add?
I mean, I know about the animal cruelty that's going on with Doug. I'm guessing my dad has been asking him to help him get rid of some animals. So I don't know.
Oh.
I don't
Oh
know
my
too
God.
much about that, but my dad has been asking him to help get rid of some animals.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
no.
But yes, Doug has had his fill of animal abuse.
And I knew nothing about this until you guys told me about the Doug guy. Like, I had no idea who he was.
Yeah, well, I didn't know who you was until last night, and then I just seen you in the live and what you said, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, I think this is Ray's son.
Yeah.
And for anybody that don't know who Ray is basically another scammer beggar on here.
And he earlier today around 2:00, I was asleep. I was up all night. I was tired. No, my dad's not on drugs. I can definitely say that. But he's been worried about this whole topic going on all day. He blew up my mom. He blew up my brother. He blew up my stepdad. Tried to get Crystal, his wife, to get a hold of my mom and me. All because of this right here. He's scared. They're scared, both of them, that all this information is going to get out. And now that it finally is, he's taking down his videos. He's not going live. You know, they know that they're getting caught up. So
The best
Well,
thing is
Trevor.
to do the job and go to work. I mean, they're able, both of them, to go to work. I don't understand why they want to sit around and ask for money on TikTok. It don't make sense. Do TikTok in the afternoons, work in the daytime.
see, that's
Exactly.
that's the point I was trying to make last night. Like, you can definitely make a job out of social media, but not by sitting here and begging. You can't just get on your knees, put your hands together, and ask for money all day.
Yeah, I mean, do your job during the day. Get on here in the evening for fun. Battle. Don't be begging for gifts. We don't care that you battle. Do it right. Don't be begging for the gifts. Don't be manipulating for the gifts. Throwing pity parties or whatnot, so people will. Just like Doug, he uses all. Blue was stole from me. Blue was definitely. I mean, I have a video, but I'm not going to show it. You can go to KK Carissa 21 YouTube or Jen's House Mom on the YouTube, and you can watch the video, and you can see where Doug hit Blue in the head with a water bottle or a rolled up sock or something. Something he hit Blue in the head with, beat him in the head with. He also took Blue by the collar, picked him up by his collar with his feet dangling all off the ground, and you could hear the dog choking. And the dog, scared to death of water, he throws the dog out in the middle of the water with the dog scared to death of water. And you could tell the dog was just scared to death at just, you know. And then he ran over his last dog, Dolly, and unalived her while he was working for a gentleman. So, but yeah, Trevor, I appreciate you coming up, but I appreciate you letting us in on that information, because
Yes, sir.
that's
Yes,
new
sir.
on me. And you're more than welcome to hang out in the chat. I've got a few more that's wanting to come up. Boxes are kind of getting full here.
Yeah, that's all good.
I can drop.
I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down, but I do have to say, Trevor, I have nothing but the utmost respect for you. I really do. I
Well,
think
being that man's
honest-
offspring, I definitely do not want to follow in his tracks. So I'm 21 years old. I got my own family. I'm married. I got to do better than he does.
Oh, 21, you're a baby still. God
Yeah.
bless you. Man, I'm old. But I good for you. I'm really good for you, and I have a lot of respect for you. That's great.
Well, I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
I was
Absolutely.
wrong. Doug isn't drunk.
I am going to drop down too, so that way more can come up if you need
Right.
to, Donna. But if you need me, I'll hop back up.
All right, greatly appreciate you guys coming up in the box. KK, I see you and Tad had come in the box. Did either one of you have anything to say?
I think they fell
Okay,
asleep.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I've got plenty to say, honestly. I just, like I said, a little while, I just got home, so I'm trying to get things like situated, get dinner on.
fine.
So if people
Okay.
want to talk before me, they're more than welcome.
Okay. Tad, was there something you wanted to say, Tad? Or are you just up here for support? She's probably got craziness going on behind her as well. But anyways, oh no, there she is. Who, me? Or you
No,
probably
you-
talking to KK.
Do you know a roundabout date?
No.
No. It was late night though. He was. Yeah, I know, but it was late night though.
Scotty, I see that you come up, buddy. Man, you had a conversation the other day.
Yeah.
I just met you the other day. If
I
you
don't,
would like
you know, as far
to tell your story, and tell how.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yes,
hear you.
barely.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, my story's not that big of a deal. I think he should just go ahead and run his show, and I don't think he's gonna make it, but I don't want to see him go down because he's bullied. I offered to give him $100, and 10 days later he said, "Hey, I didn't get paid. Can you help me out?" And that was the time I said, "Listen, that's begging." And he said, "Oh, I should have known better. Thanks." That's about
And
it.
this is Scotty's story is recent. Scotty's story's not in the past. This is recent. This, as a matter of fact, I think Doug said something about Scotty yesterday. I think it was. I called him a two-faced. This is the guy that Doug was talking about.
There you go. What I just say?
You should say that, Silver Fox. You did.
I just want to clarify. This is not the Scotty that people are thinking it is. This is not.
No.
This is not SB. This is not that Scotty. Totally different person.
Yes, it's a totally different person. Totally different.
Yep.
Yeah, and that night that I ventured out and got in a box, the next day I went back over. He was texting Diana for my phone number and saying that, you know, I'm no good now. I'm going over to other people's lives and all that stuff. And, you know, but yet when I'd be in there, he'd be like, I don't care where you guys go as long as you're not bad-mouthing me. I said, you said that you don't care where we go. And I said, I never said anything bad about you. You know, he turns it around and makes you feel like you did something wrong.
Redbird, he did throw a phone. That's what Diane was talking about. He threw one phone. Diane got him in the lake.
And then
I
the other
believe
one he
Diane-
threw in the fire.
Yeah, the other one he threw in the fire. And I want to believe the one that went in the fire, I think, was a very expensive iPhone.
Yeah, the iPhone went in the lake. And it was
iPhone went in the lake.
It was a
Okay.
Note 10 or something that went in that wasn't working very good. And I took it to him to let him use for music. So he could listen to music while he's sitting in the woods with nothing to do. But his other phone quit, so he started using it, and then he got mad and threw it in the fire in his wood stove. Now I have all the phones paid off finally. You know, it took me a while to get everything paid off, but they're paid off now.
Oh my God.
My question was for Silver Fox. You said that he would reach out for battles and stuff like that. I was just curious, did he reach out, or even Scotty, did he ever reach out not wanting battles, but to see how you are, to talk?
No, never. The only reason he called me is wanting something, Taddy. Only reason he called me. Hell, I had to block him finally. He just kept calling and kept calling. I should
Holy
have
cow.
never.
You can drop me if you want.
Oh, okay, Scott.
That's
Well,
one
Scott,
thing I'll warn you guys too. You better not never give him your phone number because he will not leave you
No,
alone.
he called me all hours of the night. And I worked then. I was always had to get up and go to work, but he wouldn't let me go to bed and go to sleep.
Yes,
Yes.
and you're,
Girlfriend, you were driving, throwing in battles, modding.
I know. He'd always say, well, she'll be back in 5 minutes because he's going to call me, you know.
Well,
That's my reputation now. When I go in Tad's room, she said, okay, you'll see you in 5 minutes.
what really got me?
Well,
was
Right, leave the
when he
window
was-
liquor.
Yeah.
Got
when he was
it.
calling Diana at her grandbaby's funeral. That really, I mean,
I was,
I'll be honest with you, I'm glad I wasn't close to that guy. I'll just be honest with you. That was bad.
Yeah. And for anyone that don't know about that, Doug took when Diane's grandbabies so happened to be unalive, he took up a donation, and I forget how much he made.
$500.
$500, and I had to give him 100 of it back. But then there was
Yeah.
also another time that he collected money for me when I was in the hospital when I had sepsis, and he didn't give me any of that money.
Because we all were just going to do flowers for you. We said, we'll just send you a plant or flowers in the group. And he
Right.
said, no, I think she would rather have the money. And then we got to thinking and we said, yeah, that probably would help her since she's not working. And that's when he took it. The only thing I really wanted to say, if I can, is, you know, we have a dear friend on here, and I know that a lot of you know her, and her name is Kentucky Witch. And one
That's
thing
right.
that really, really got me was she has a brain aneurysm. And he said one day on his live, I hope her head explodes.
Right.
What kind of a guy says that? This is a precious soul. She wouldn't hurt a flea. And
No.
that's one thing that gets me is the things he would say to, our friends.
Yeah, I was his mod then, and
It broke me.
I apologized to her the very
Yes,
minute
you did.
minute he said it. I apologized.
Absolutely, you did. You did. You were just sick that he said it. I know, even though you were his mod. I mean, you're that type of lady. You're like probably thinking, what the hell you doing? I mean, I just wanted to bring that up. He says vile things to people like something like that. That's just,
Yeah.
and follows Kentucky Witch around this app, and just it's crazy what he does. But thank you for letting me up, Don.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. Michelle Mybell, I don't think that, I think what Diane said that she had to give him $100 back. Is
That was
right?
that was a baby's funeral. With
Yeah.
flowers for me when I was in the hospital. I didn't get any of that.
Oh, so you didn't get nothing of the flyers when you was in the
No.
hospital. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so there, when she was in the hospital, she got no flowers, no money. The babies, she had to send $100 back to him.
Yeah.
So that's that.
And
right
I didn't
there.
ask for any of that. I didn't ask for him to collect any of it.
Carrie Marie, I think that's how you say your name.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
correct.
Did you want to say something?
I did. Thank you. My story is very trivial compared to everybody else's, but I wanted to share anyway. When I was new to this app, I followed Doug for a few months, and I didn't know any different. As I said, I was new to the app, and he completely convinced me that everybody was bullying him, and not knowing who anybody was. I'm not gonna lie, it looked that way. And he's very good at making you believe what he wants you to believe. And I'm a little gullible, so I did. And I gifted him nothing big, just small gifts, 30-cent ones, stuff like that. He had a follower, I'm not going to mention any names, but the gentleman gifted him pretty good and was fun and nice. And Doug would flip flop on him a lot. And the one day I just decided to stick up for this guy, even though he didn't need me to, but it just felt like I should. And because I did, he fought with me while I was in his chat and told me to put my effing credit card on the app just for him. And I told him what I thought of that comment. So he called me the C word and kept fighting with me until a couple other gentlemen came into the box and defended me. So
Yeah, he won't yell at men. It's all women.
yeah, he calls women the C word, the B word. He thinks women are worthless. And like I said, I was gifting him. I mean, it wasn't gifts big enough to make somebody like Doug happy, but I was trying to be generous. I don't have it to give. So
Yeah.
but he really will make you think that everybody is bullying him, because he had me convinced. And I'll tell you, I live alone. My kids are all grown. I enjoy TikTok because it gets me out there to get to know people. And
Me too.
everybody like you, Tatted, KK, Ding Ding, Danny, everybody has been so kind to me, and I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, I have a lot of people that have my back.
Yeah,
that
and
always.
Diana, you as well.
Absolutely.
Jacqueline, everybody's been so kind, and I truly appreciate it. And just want to say I'm really sorry for everything he's done to everybody, especially you, Diana, and for the people that are still over there. I wish you the best, and I hope that you'll start believing in people and leave, because trust me, from somebody that supported him, nobody here is trying to bully. Nobody here is trying to be mean to any of you. They're absolutely trying to protect you. And that's all I got.
Yes. Yeah, Carrie Marie, that's sort of the way, I would only gift, if I had something to recycle or anything like that.
Yeah.
And, I thought I had a friend,
Yeah,
and
so-
of course
so did I.
I had a lot of friends in there, and so I didn't want to leave because I didn't want to lose those people. But, you know, it got to that point where it was like, oh, I gotta go. I mean, he made me cry one night. And,
Yeah.
you know, it was like,
I cried today. I hate to admit it, but I cried today that he called me the C word. And not because it was coming from him, just because it was coming at all, because I'm a DV survivor. So that really triggered me. But,
yeah.
but I'm happy now
I get
being with everybody. Everybody welcomes me into their chat, and I don't even gift that much, and nobody ever, you know, pushes me aside or doesn't.
I
talk
don't
to
even
me
ask
because
for
of
gifts
that.
in my room at all.
No, you don't.
I don't
Most-
even ask for heart me's or the
No.
likes and stuff.
Yeah, I actually can't think of any live that I go into that they expect me to gift. If I have it, I do it, but I just not one that really has it. But
yeah,
I appreciate everybody.
We appreciate
Okay.
you coming up and sharing
They
your
wanted me to
story.
remind everybody about my power bill. I was getting my lights cut off because I couldn't afford to pay my light bill. It was like $250, so I asked him for some. He didn't have it. You know, he didn't get any money that week. And somebody went back and told everybody, but my daughter paid. He said he paid for it, but my daughter paid for my light bill. You know, I didn't have money to gift him half the time. I got payday loans and everything else. My daughter's always getting on to me for that. But I thought that's what friends do, help friends out. But yeah, I learned.
It's where Pet Dog is. She literally
That's
said it. She said, I gift him because he's my friend for
That's
friendship.
it.
And I told her friendship is free.
That's it. And I found that out. Since I've been on my own, doing my own lives, talking to everybody, I realized that you don't need to buy people's friendship.
Exactly. Hey,
Now,
Rackham,
is
how
he
you doing,
even-
buddy?
How's it going?
All right, buddy.
All right.
Can I speak real
I
quick?
wanna-
Wild, he's over there. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, can I just speak real quick? Because I'm trying to like where I walk away.
No,
from it.
no,
It's wild.
no,
He's over
no,
there literally
no.
saying, I shouldn't have reacted the way I did, but I did it because of those people. So he and they believe it. He literally showing us his private parts is our fault. Like not on him. It's not on him. It's our fault. It's
My
wild.
fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that before we end.
I guess that his girlfriend was there during this sexual act is our fault too, huh?
Felicia,
Yeah, that
BJ,
Exactly.
BJ, Amy,
Amy,
whatever.
Flowers, whatever you wanted to call her. But
Whatever her name is.
Hey,
yeah, I got in
Rackham.
trouble for that one day and got a cussing because I said her name. But I know her as BJ, so that's what I said. And
Well, that's what she was doing on live while they was
Yeah.
watching another creator.
Sounds
Yeah.
like somebody I'd love to marry.
Rackham, what'd you
Kathy-
like to say, buddy?
I want to debunk something that the moron says every single day, because there's some in the boxes here that people message the gifters and get them to leave. Doug, quit saying that. That is the most false thing and is untrue. He gets his people to believe that people message the gifters and they leave, right? Like that's
Oh,
never
yeah.
happened that we know of, right? Raylene, Diana,
Right.
Silver Fox,
Right.
And I
everyone
can
left
attest
on
that
their
I've
own.
never messaged a gifter and said you need to leave or you need to not gift them ever.
And that's actually a great point. Thank you for saying that. Any of these people that used to be Doug's that I know over here, did anybody message you and threaten you to leave?
no,
Like,
No.
did anyone make you feel scared and that's why you left? Or did anyone lie to you in order to make you leave?
Absolutely
no.
not.
Nope.
Because I'm pretty sure the majority of people in these boxes right now left because of the things that they either seen or he did that to them. And you're right, Kendall. Doug's people message us with threats. They threatened us. We
Right.
don't. I say we collectively. I know some people do send out messages.
I got
saying
some
the
messages
truth.
from Doug's people right now. You know,
Oh, fantastic!
Rick said he'll take
Yeah,
us all out
they're
for the
running
right
their
price.
mouths.
Allegedly, Rick said he'll take us all out for the right price.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
Bless his heart.
But yeah, I've never messaged anybody, and if anybody over there says that we have, show the proof. Put it up.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. You know,
yeah, I got
when I
messages
started-
from Debbie. Yeah, a lot of them.
It's like
mean-
he never shows anything. He just talks and talks. And you know, I didn't even realize that kind of stuff until I started, you know, watching other people.
And Doug has,
as they call, receipts.
Hello.
And I had just jumped on this morning, but did I hear him say once again, you know, he says he only says that kind of stuff when he's drinking. So he must have been drinking, because didn't he mention a 12 gauge and a rope? And wasn't that, did he say that today again?
I'm not sure. I ain't watched him
Pretty
today.
sure. I'm pretty sure
He says that kind of stuff whenever he's not drinking. He says the N word. He says the R word. He does all of this same stuff even while he's not drinking. So he cannot blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah,
this is who he is.
That was
So
this morning, because he said, I think it's time we take care of stuff the old fashioned way again. And he said the 12 and then the rope and disappearing. And
How are y'all?
It's easy
All
to
right.
say that behind this app.
yeah, and the guy that says that everyone else is all talk is the guy buried in the woods 8 miles off the road. I mean,
He's not,
Yeah.
trust me, he's not 8 miles off the
well,
road.
no,
He's
I'm
probably
just
not 100 yards from that farmer's house. Just
yeah, I'm using his words, but yeah.
I know. I got you.
Baby dog.
Gabriel, I think it is.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm sorry, I dropped them because they sounded very,
I
very
was going
young.
to say they sounded very. I was getting ready
Yeah,
to say,
they sound
can the
very young.
moderator drop him, because they sounded very, very young.
The last
Yeah.
one. Better than the last one.
If you're a minor, please don't even request
Yeah,
that.
but-
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you sound young, we will drop you in a heartbeat. I let somebody up. I guess they didn't want to be up here. But yeah, Doug has, like they have said, done a sexual act on live with somebody. Doug has showed his private parts to the whole live. I mean, that was just not very long ago. Doug has, with children playing in the river, has exposed himself to relieve himself while children and family were playing in the river beside him. He also at a campground has exposed himself while children was in the background.
Now, I was in the live when he stood there and urinated in the river. I saw that myself.
You want me to shut it off?
He didn't do it, but he's lying. He did do it.
Hey, Steve. I guess they dropped, but yes, as Silver Fox said, he was in the live when that happened. And then KK gets on here and says that he shows predatory behavior, and that's exactly what that shows.
Exactly.
Yeah, Dolly and the hot dog too. That
Yes.
was disgusting.
A dog in the hot dog. Here's Steve Smith trying to come up.
Do I need to get down? I'll get down.
No, you're fine, Diane. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Hello, Don. Thanks for doing this live. I think it's important. And I'll make this short and sweet, and I'll try and be calm so that the live doesn't get shut down.
Okay. Well, it's already been shut down once.
Yeah, I know. That's my point I wanted to bring up is how could you get shut down so quick, so easy, and he is able to do all kinds of vile things, and he's trucking right along and nothing happens. He gets reported hundreds of times a night, and you're doing something good for many, many people, and TikTok shuts you down quick.
Exactly. And,
There's something going on, and all of his court battles and all of his stuff. He's just above the law. He just walks right through it, and he's almost like he's invincible. And my wife is sitting here with you playing, and I'm listening in Doug's room. And Doug he quit listening to you guys, quit listening to the live because he couldn't take it no more.
He don't want the truth. He don't want the newer people over there to hear the truth.
Yeah, and I think his people that are over there, I think when that first letter that you read, I think most of them heard that. I think they're thinking right now what kind of a person he really is.
And that's from his dad.
And with my thing with Doug, I really don't care who gives him money. I could really give two shits about how much money people give him, who gives him money. I'll never give him any money. I never have. But what makes me mad is how he can continuously doing the things that he's doing on this thing when my 13 and 14-year-old grandchildren can see it. And it's allowed to be done. It's just not right. It's totally not right. And somebody's going to get hurt. He's going to push the button on the wrong person, and it's going to happen.
Exactly.
So anyway, I'll drop down. Thanks for what you do, Don.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. But yes, and of course, as everybody says, that I got taken down real quick because he don't want the truth out. He doesn't want the people to know the real truth. I could care. I'm like everybody, and everybody in this. If somebody wants to drop Steve, I don't think he knows how to do it. I think I'm like everybody in this box, in the boxes here. We could care how much you all give him. Give him, empty your bank account in his pockets. But when the time comes that you see how Doug really is, we just don't want to hear you say, well, we didn't know. We wasn't warned. We have sat on here and warned and warned and warned. And then you all sat over there and you all see him exposing himself. You all see the vile things that's happening over there. You all see what he's done to Diane. You see what he's done to Silver Fox. You see how he talks about KK, about Kentucky Witch, and about Tatted, and about all these other women. You see how he does that. And you see that he says that he's being bullied and everything. But yet we're not the ones that's over here wishing somebody's head would explode. We're not the ones that's wishing somebody's house would burn down. We're not the ones wishing somebody would be hung from a tree. We're not the ones that's wishing
You let my dog back in here? He's over there somewhere.
For somebody's heart to explode because they've had a heart attack. We're not the ones that's doing that. We're not the ones that's body shaming the people over there. And it's just crazy to me. So, I mean, you all do what you want to do. We are trying to, warn the newer people. Let the newer people know exactly who Doug is and what Doug's about. And like I said, I do have receipts. I do have videos, but I'm going to wait until the end to play them so I don't get taken down again halfway, because I want the people in the boxes to say what they got to say. I want other people, if they got to say something, I want them to be able to come up. And just like the blue thing. The blue thing, like I said, he was what he done to Blue. He went and drove his at the time he had a moped, and he drove it into a bar. He put Blue into the back of a car. Blue wasn't stole. He was put into the back of a car, and the story that I'm hearing is that person took it to another person that's in the live. I just seen her. If she wants to come up, she's more than welcome to. And said, hey, do you want this dog? Well, yeah, I'll take him. And that dog is healthy as can be, and as fat as a tick, and as beautiful as can be. We just seen that dog the other day in a picture. And the dog is happy. The dog is in a much better place. He was saved. And Doug, this is for you. I am sick and tired of hearing you saying that. Oh, well, we got him kicked out. For one, who's we? For one, who's they? For one, who's Camper Crew? Who is all these people? You say that we got him kicked out, that we got you kicked out of campgrounds. No, we didn't. We did not do that. You did that yourself. You cannot burn a tree, pull a tree up from the woods and burn a tree. That is why you got kicked out of campgrounds. You are not allowed, at least around here, to go over into the woods to get wood and to burn. You're just not allowed to do that. Not around here. I don't know about out there, but you was burning trees. I mean trees. You was bringing trees up, and you was drunk in these campgrounds. Nobody got you kicked out but you. You got your own self kicked out. You know, I say all the time, please don't go real life. The only time that I want anybody to go real life is it is saving a life. If you feel that somebody is in danger, then yes, I would expect you to go real life. But just to get on here, just to cause chaos and to call like his police station to say, you know, well, he's out in the woods burning or whatever. You know, I don't. You know, y'all do what you want to do, but I don't condone that. You know, the only time I condone it is if you're saving a life. The letters that Doug showed today, you know, KK has shown that many times. They're coming from Greensboro, North Carolina, is where they're coming. He is not the only creator, scammer slash beggar on here that has got a letter like that. There has been several others that has got that. So I wanted to get that out of the system. Daisy, I see that you come up. What do you have to say, hon?
Well, I just have one question. I keep on hearing him say that you creators, you are making money off of his content. And I want you to explain to everybody that you're not. Let everybody know. I don't think you are. But he says that you guys stream him so we make content. So we make money off of his what? His bullshit?
And I think the ones that I know that streaming him, and if they do get gifts, they recycle them back out. And I'm gonna be honest. I was sick and tired of hearing him say that I made money off of him. I always turn my gifts off. I forgot to turn my gifts off this time when I, went down. I come back up. I was just saying, but I did leave my gifts on the other day. I got like $4 or something. I was tired of hearing him saying that I made money, so I recycled them back into TikTok, and I used them against him. And if that's what he wants to keep saying, I'll go live. I'll just recycle them back against him. I don't care, but it don't matter to me. I'm not here to make money. Just like I said, thanks for all the heart meets, the gifts. If you're gonna give the ones in the boxes. They're the ones that deserves it. If I get any, and I've got enough, I'll donate it. I'll donate it to something. I'll let you all choose where to donate it. I don't care. Because I'm not on here to make money. I could care less to make money off of Doug. I could care less to make money off this app or whatnot. But yes, there's nobody on here making money off of Doug. And nobody on here cares that Doug battles. We just want Doug to battle like you're supposed to. Quit begging, quit manipulating people, minds to throw you gifts. Now, come on, fat boy. Now, we're doing something. And
I just wanted to kind of piggyback off the off those letters really quick. I did go live earlier. I didn't expect that many people in there, but I did go live earlier because I got some screenshots of the letters. And so he claimed, on the envelope, I guess probably the return address was Dryersburg, Tennessee, but he didn't show the actual postage stamp. But I put some side-by-side comparisons of all of the video or all of the letters because I went back and I screenshot some. And these letters appear to be from the same person, and they all come from North Carolina. It was not from OG King Reaper. I am confident in saying that. I would put money on that. And I would also put money on the fact that these are all from the same person. They went to, like you said, Chris Mosteller got some. Tim and Angela got some. They were sent to his work as well. The farmer got some. Brady got them years ago. Like, this has been an ongoing thing, and these letters are absolutely horrifying and disturbing, and we do not agree with them.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Scotty,
at all.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, KK,
No,
but
you're
Scotty,
fine.
you said wonder if Chris got the letters from the same. Yes, the letters that Chris has got is from the same person. It's the same handwriting from Greensboro, North Carolina. So yes, they are from the same person. It's just different names that sign to it, you know.
And I just have one more thing to say before I go down. I don't want any of you guys turning off your gifts. Because to me, he's winning. Don't do it. I give you because I want to give you. Okay?
You all heard that.
That's the way it should be. We're giving it to you because we want to. You guys have a good day. Thank you for listening.
Okay, so evidently, I made a comment about that having his own comeback is that we are all cons and we are all manipulators, and then all of a sudden somebody invited me in a box, and that's okay. But I will tell you that none of us are like that. We will never be like that. And like my husband said, Steve Smith, who was in a box earlier, how he gets away with everything he gets away with is just completely it boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. My life has been cut out for little to nothing, but it's just crazy. And Red Hot, I owe you the biggest damn apology ever known to man. I got caught up in something I shouldn't have been, and Red Hot, I owe you that apology, and I'm here publicly doing it. You're awesome, girl. And now I will drop out.
Hold on.
Oh, my husband's
One
going
more
to
thing,
talk.
quick. You know, we all, in my thoughts, I don't want to see Doug on this app, and I think that's the goal of a lot of people is either get him off the app because he ain't going to straighten up, and we're never going to stop new people from coming in and gifting him. We're never going to get it to end that way. I think the only way to get this whole thing to end is to TikTok to get him off of this app. I think that's the only way because there's too many people rotating through going to keep giving him money, and he's too good at it. He's manipulating. He'll keep doing it. We got to get him off this app, and I don't know how to get that done.
Well, maybe now we can. Things have changed, so
Yeah.
new owners, and we kept him off of Epic, so you know, just got to keep on doing what everybody's doing.
Exactly. That's why we got to keep doing what we're doing because, you know, there's no reason on this earth that he should still be here. No reason.
Shamian's on the app, just to clarify, because I already know people are going to clip that and say something. No, you're fine. I knew what you meant, so I just wanted to clarify that before people start having a conniption fit.
Right. Nope. On the app. He should not be on the app. Period. End of story. So, anyway, all right. I'll be in the chat.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for coming up.
got taken down. But I just wanted to clarify to everybody that we did not, I say we collectively and very loosely, we did not start doing awareness on Doug because of a float trip. I was actually unaware of any float trip until he himself came forward and said something about it. We started awareness on him because of his language. So we caught him hitting Blue because he was getting drunk and using those derogatory slurs. And that's originally what started the awareness on him. It wasn't no float trip. It wasn't no this. It wasn't no that. It was the derogatory language. Katie Bear, I guess he was collecting money to go on a float trip in one of the lakes, but then he realized that he wasn't going to have no service. So then he didn't do that. And look, I'll be one to tell you, whenever Doug was first brought to my attention, and this was, gosh, February, maybe March-ish, I watched a couple of his lives, and, you know, I didn't see what they were saying. He went to work during the day. He came home. He kept his tent clean. He went live. He, you know, cleaned up his tent on live, talked to his people, had nice conversations. He worked on benches. He, you know, he was an outdoorsman. It's nothing compared to what it is now. And then I think he got off probation and he was pretty much able to, you know, drink whatever. And then a couple months later, I have a live from April of 2024, which is the very first live I ever recorded of him. And the difference in his face from then and now is shocking. It's shocking, to say the least. And it's sad. It's sad at the same time. So I just wanted to clarify with people, because he always claims that we started coming after him for that. And, you know, he was making $5,000 a week. And I'm not exaggerating. He was making like $5,000 a week whenever he first came on TikTok. He started talking about getting his kids back, getting a lawyer to get his kids back, getting land, building his cabin. He has been using the same excuse for getting money since 2024. It's 2026 now. Yeah, you did the voice of reason. You did, because I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. Like, oh, he lives outside, he does woodwork, like, it's cool. Rick, so why not go after the Live Pro people? So the Live Pro people I see come on live and they sing, they dance, they create content. Please, what is Doug's content? Can you tell me? Like, if I were to be like, oh man, this guy has some really great content, how would you describe his content to somebody?
Watching the stove.
I mean,
now maybe
yes.
Rick can come up here and answer that, but I'm going to say one more thing, but I would like to hear Rick answer that. For anybody willing to help me get him off of this app, you just please reach out to email TikTok, legal.tiktok support. Can we pin that, Don? Can we pin that?
The moderator
We can't pin while someone's in the box. Like, we can't pin while the boxes are up.
Well, can you pin it when I get off of here, Carissa?
Yeah. Well, all of us will have to be out of the box. But yeah, at the end, it shouldn't be no problem. Just remind us, because I'll forget.
Yeah, it's and again, I can't wait to hear what you have to say, Rick, because he used to do good. I used to watch him.
Somebody down in the chat want to know where they can find all this stuff on YouTube. KK can tell you that.
Oh yeah, it's, I mean, same name as here, KK Rissa 21. I have a lot of stuff on there with clips. I don't know if Country for Life Snark still has her page up, because there's some stuff going on. But if she still has her page up, there's some really good clips on that page. if anyone else knows, because I know that Dilligaff did have a lot of great stuff, but it was taken down, unfortunately. If anyone else knows any other pages you can go to for this stuff, then please drop it in the chat.
All right, my backup.
Hey, I don't know if anybody ever remembers, but one of his school friends, his best friend ever, was Ricer.
Yeah, 87
Whatever
Ricer.
happened to him after Doug did what he did to him?
I met 87 Ricer. He was a real nice guy. Doug just threw him over.
I talked to 87 Ricer very briefly, you know, back in the day, because I was concerned because Doug was pretty drunk and he said that he was going to show up at his house, and you know, I knew that he had you know, wife and kids, so I was kind of worried, especially in the state he was in. So I did reach out to Ricer on Instagram. I did, and we talked about some things, and then 87 Ricer also had a sibling who came forward and said that Doug owes him almost $1,000. It was $800 and something that he was supposed to pay him back, and he never did.
For that moped that he had.
Stuff. Yep, he was storing Doug's stuff for free.
And that was
He
2
sold
years
all
ago.
that.
That was 2
Yeah,
years
2
ago.
years
right?
ago.
Yep.
And he was like, dude, I've known this, and he told me he's changed, and I believe that. I think he was forced to get sober because he was on probation, and then I think once and pretty much act right, or else he would go back, you know. So once he was off probation, he just went back to the way he was, and Ricer wanted nothing to do with that, and he stepped away from him completely.
I think the way to get him off the app is everybody. I don't know if people use thumb drives or send all this stuff, all their evidence over to TikTok Legal, and they cannot ignore it.
And I mean, we can all write into TikTok Legal, but like, I would wait until we know for sure everything has been transferred over, because it's been kind of hectic. Because, you know, Doug, he at first he didn't get paid on Wednesday, and then it finally, you know, came through and triggered. So he did get his $3,000 paycheck, by the way, on Wednesday. It was about $3K. He also made $1,000, I think it was Monday, and he just keeps battling and battling and battling.
And that's not including his wish list and his cash apps.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Rick, we don't constantly talk about him or stream him. I mean, literally, whenever he went into jail, I posted a couple times because people kept asking, well, how do we get updates? How do we get updates? Because I didn't want to post the updates. So I showed them how to look for themselves. And then I even, after he got out of jail, I didn't say nothing until the crybaby Megatron got in a box and said some things that were untrue. I've never made a dime off of Doug. I'm not monetized. I'm not a content creator. Yeah, I seen, but I'm not sure exactly what you mean, Country. Oh, okay, Country's page is up, so you can go to their page for now and look at some of the clips as well.
Well, somebody asked me, he's saying now that Raylene made Diana leave. Raylene didn't make me leave. Raylene is my friend. She's always been my friend. When I left Doug, half the people in Doug's chat left him. It wasn't nobody made me leave.
I left before Diana did. I never messaged Diana saying, get out of there. Nothing. I left and still kept in touch with Diana, and it was not long, and Diana left, and we are still great friends.
That's right.
And Rick, can you say who
I'm
called
going to
him in
drop
jail?
Dawn.
Who called the jail?
So you have more boxes. I appreciate you letting me up, Dawn, and I'll be down in the chat.
Okay,
you.
no problem. Thank you for coming up.
I'll drop down too, Don. I've been following this loser for several years, and Ricer was the first one he ditched, and I just was wondering, hoping somebody would reach out to him.
Thank you.
Don,
My
I was going to
backup.
ask that same question about the jail thing, because who is they and a few? Because none of us over here call anybody, write any letters, or do anything like that. So when you state things, make sure that you got facts behind them.
That's right.
And I seen Scotty make a comment, I don't know if anybody missed it, that he sent the money to Rick's Cash App. Rick sent the money to Doug, and he has a screenshot, and Rick's denying it.
Yes, he had to jump through hoops in order to send him money. And he did. He did jump through hoops to send him money to help him. And once again, so someone's wanting me to clarify. So Doug didn't get paid for 2 weeks. He really didn't until this Wednesday. He did not get his payout last week, among plenty of other creators, because it was all the craziness, right? And then this week he got paid late. So he got 2 weeks worth of pay on one day, which is
But he also,
Wednesday.
but he also 2 weeks ago he made $1,000 for a man that lives in a tent that doesn't have any bills. What if? I mean, you have people in this country that don't make $1,000 in a month.
Exactly.
That's what Social Security gets a month, $1,000.
Exactly. So, but I would like it.
Go ahead, sorry.
Can I just
Yes,
say
Peter
something?
Bear, it was almost $3,000.
Can I just say something real quick? I'm at work. The
Yes, ma'am.
bottom line is we have to think about like women. If it was our wife, our mother, taking the verbal manipulation, abuse, especially giving out the money that he's receiving and not being able to, handle their own financial, what would we think of our own situation? Would we allow that? That's the biggest thing. Would we allow that in our own life to go on? I certainly would not.
No.
And I think these men would allow Doug to talk to their wives like that because they keep running back to him and they think it's okay. I think that they would think it was okay for them to talk to their wives like that.
Yeah. And, I'm a woman myself, and I left because I received messages at 3 a.m. from him. He was intoxicated in a sexual manner. I still have the receipts. He does not have them because he doesn't have the same phone, but I have them. And you will not hear him say my name.
Sexually harassed you. He
Yes.
sexually harassed you then.
Yes, he did.
Fantastic. I'm being sarcastic.
No, I understand. You will never hear him say my name because he knows that I have them. And if you had your wife or your mother or a very good friend of yours receive disgusting talk like that, or, messages saying, send me money now, like Silver was getting or Diana was getting, how would that not affect you to the point where you would still want to support somebody like this?
Yes. But yes, I'm getting reported pretty bad. They're coming over here. So I'm going to play a few videos to let y'all hear them before we get cooking down, so you all can see and hear exactly what kind of person Doug really is. Here's one of a body shaming. Yep. Let's see. I didn't mean to send that invite, Rackham.
See here, because you actually got to burn each piece. That takes a little bit of time. But it did turn out good. So, Don, while you're sitting here, Eating some more wham whams and zoom zooms on your fat ass and judge me. You should probably get on the treadmill and walk some fucking pounds off.
And that's body shaming.
Because you have.
And one of his mods that was just in here is a bigger guy himself. Sat there and listened to that and never said nothing. And but Doug never did make no bread boxes either.
Well, and he was also making fun of someone's age last night when when 95% of the people in his live stream are geriatric. So like, just make it make sense. And
Exactly.
you know, I might be being a little bit snide about that, you know, but literally nobody can help their age. Like, why does it matter what age people are as long as they're two consenting adults and it's legal? Then
They're reporting me pretty
crazy.
bad. They're reporting me pretty bad. So yeah, they don't want the truth out.
Debbie Lou, I'm waiting for that cash app. So you got about 10 seconds to send that cash app or you're out the door. I'll sit here and watch the phone anytime you want to send it.
That was one.
Do you know how hard it is? You know how hard it is, like, when we go battle Americans, especially somebody that's African-American, okay? They're black, okay? They're black. They're not an N. They are not the N-word just because they're black. They're not. But they go over there, and it depends on the African-American is what it depends on. But a lot of times, you know, those African-Americans don't like the N-word. Sorry. We don't like the cracker word. It don't mean it's racist. Don't mean that's what you are. You know, the fucking definition of an N-word, in my eyes, and a lot of people's, is somebody that's a fucking snake in the grass is the definition of what the N-word is. Period. N-word is not a racist fucking word. It's not marked dictionary a racist word. But when you get...
And I just want to point that out, that they lie. He quite literally lied to his people. The N-word is 1000% a negative derogatory slur created against POC, people of color. And it has been a racist slur for years and years and years. So the fact that he's claiming his people agree with that is crazy to me.
It's just
crazy.
common sense. It's common sense. Like,
And here's another video.
Yep, terrorist supporters. That's exactly what they are, terrorist supporters. Yep.
Calling somebody battling.
You know, I love you, but if it's one person or one person in your chat,
No, that's Chris. I can't stand him.
you know, seriously, dog.
Go over there and visit Danny Nicole. Visit. She's screen recording me right now. Go talk to her. Tell her you want in the box.
Listen. Let me tell you. Doug. You want me to tell you, my boy, that'll take Danny Nicole down real quick. You want to know what his name is? One shot, one kill. You'll never see Danny Nicole again.
Don't talk that way.
He should have dropped him right then.
You'll never see her again. Look up my boy, Milf Cookies. Look him up.
Okay. Now this one I'm gonna show. I'll probably go down, but this I'm gonna warn you now. This is a trigger warning.
Ethan, KK, I just sent you a message. Can you read it real quick? Hold on.
Okay.
Because I want this before we go down. Then.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me grab it really quick. Okay, for the people who are asking. Yeah, let me pull it up. So someone did reach out and speak to his father. Okay. I'm not going to say who it was because that's none of anyone's business. But someone did reach out and speak with his father. I do have the original messages that I can show if people don't believe me. But for now, I'm going to read a synopsis of the messages. So this is per Mr. Lang.
His father's listening, and his father is listening. He listens to this.
Yes. Per Mr. Lang, When Doug, trigger warning. When Doug was 4 years old, his mother tried to do something bad to him. Mr. Lang found out and rescued him. And then his mother eventually left when he was about that age as well. Mr. Lang raised Doug until he was 16 years old. Mr. Lang said at that time Doug was a hoodlum and he couldn't deal with him, and he told Doug he had to leave. Doug burned bridges everywhere he went, including with all his family members. Doug lived with his dad's brothers and friends and could never stop drinking. Everyone washed their hands of Doug. Doug's alcohol problem had landed him in jail. And then there's some allegation of some rug stuff, but we have no proof of these instances, so I'm just going to say allegations. Mr. Lang said that he had been in the county jail at least 20 times, which we know that he's been in and out of jail for the alcohol and things like that. We've seen that firsthand recently, you know. Doug will not stop and continue to drink and do rugs with his people's money if they keep giving it to him. Mr. Lang states Doug has spit in his face in the past and spit alcohol in one of his child's faces as well in the past. One time, Doug made one of the 12-year-old boys go outside in the dark in the cold in the woods to get firewood by himself, and he told him he'd better find something to burn or he was going to whoop him. Mr. Lang said Doug is a woman beater and a worthless dad on top of being an alcoholic, and that is why he lost his kids and despises him for that. The bottom line is he tried to take care of Doug and he always got stabbed in the back. Mr. Lang says that he doesn't see Doug but maybe once a year, and he has washed his hands of him. Doug is nothing but trouble and he didn't want it around the family anymore, and that's why he has nothing to do with him any longer. This is from his father. You know, he claimed he spoke to his father today, which if he did, you know, okay. I hope he can, you know, fix things with his father, but I just don't think so. I don't think so. Whenever I heard, and I was told other things, the fact that he allowed his children to have horrible lice infestations and never did anything about that. And, you know, he got his children taken away by the state, and his ex, I'm not saying the allegations are true whatsoever, but his ex did accuse him of the SA, and that's one of the reasons why, you know, they came in. They were already involved, but they came in. But I personally, I don't have any proof of that. It was just an allegation, period.
Okay. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is going to be a trigger warning for some people. But I want to play it, and they'll probably flag it. So, let me try to get.
You ain't got no conscience. You ain't got a motherfucking heart. You're worried about some fucking kid.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
And even yours, the one that is yours is where's my kids, Dad? Where's my kids? Where's my kids? Where's my kids? Are you gonna give them that? And that's all you're gonna give them? That's it? You're gonna give them evidence? Where you're at? Where's my kids? They're not home with you, are they? You could have been the backbone. You could have stayed in your lane, couldn't you? Yourself, you dumb motherfucker. You go hide in the woods because everybody's gonna whip that fucking ass, boy. Yeah, I know he's walking. I see your ass. I'm gonna whip your fucking ass. Something you go out there on your fucking punk ass. That's why I love you so much. That's why I love you so much. You motherfuckers think you want to go hard? Let's go hard. Let's go hard. Hey, you ass nigga, bitch. You want to know where your kiddies are? Where are they, Dad? I'm gonna start with the one that you know is yours with the DNA. Hey, where is she? You couldn't quit drinking and shit, man, and they took her the fuck away and she got molested and shit because of you, motherfucker. That's where they are. Because you couldn't drink. Motherfucking Dad, I'm gonna take that. Stop the fuck up! Who molested her now? Who molested her? Shut the fuck up! Who molested her? Who molested her? Who molested her? Bitch! You did. That's what the state says, you sick motherfucker. That's why they ain't got her, you sicko. The other ones, I'm straighting your dad. You don't know what you're saying. You're counterfeit. That's why we don't get along. Run your mouth. I got recordings.
Now that was a video or a live call between Doug and his father while they was on live.
And his father didn't know that they were on live. He had
And
no
his
clue.
father didn't had no clue they was
Private
on live.
conversation.
And that's the conversation that they had. And there's no documented proof, just what you heard his father say. So to say if Doug did it or not, we can't do that.
His father
But-
said the state said you did. So
Yeah,
it could be sealed.
it could be sealed. Correct.
And hypothetical, so let's say, because several people are like, well, maybe he meant, because I'm not trying to tell this little girl's business, but once she was adopted out, she was SA'd and the man was found guilty and was put in jail. So some people even kind of think maybe he meant it's his fault because had he not been a POS father and got the kids taken away and things like that, then she wouldn't have been SA'd by the foster family. So, some people take it that way. But then we got clarification, like I mentioned, that his ex-wife did accuse him. So it could go either way. I mean, I agree, honestly. I think, the daughter, it wouldn't have happened to the daughter.
Yeah.
Had he not been the way he was.
Yes, I agree. Like I said, I played that. I'm not going to play the blue. If you want to see the blue abuse, like I said, you can go to K Carissa 21 YouTube. You can go to Country Snarker Life, Jen's House Mom's YouTube, and find a video of it. Just bear warning that there is a trigger warning, very much trigger warning. And like I said, I'm getting reported like crazy, so I hate to end this. I hope we got a lot out to everybody. I appreciate everybody that come in. I appreciate everybody that got in the boxes. I appreciate everybody that live streamed this. You all over there keep doing what you're doing. You want to got one more person wanting in, so let's see. Lady girl's wanting in, so let's hear from her real quick. Gabe's wanting in. Lady girl, did you know you was in here? Gabe, did you know you was in here? Gabe? Okay, I guess not. But I do thank everybody for joining this live tonight. Thanks everybody for the gifts. I'm sure everybody in the boxes thanks you for the gifts. I hope that we've got a word out to quite a few people, because I know they was live streaming very many places. And if nobody's told you today they love you, I love you. And everybody in here loves you. And does anybody in the boxes have anything they want to close out with?
I do, Don. I appreciate all these gifts. I'm sorry I hadn't been paying attention to the screen, but I really do appreciate it. I promise you I will recycle them and I'll give them to people I think really deserve it. But I really do appreciate the gifts. And thanks, Don, for having this live, and appreciate you letting me come up and talk. And I would like to make one comment on those letters Chris and Doug received. I'm 9 minutes away from Greensboro. I've got a very good friend that's high-ranking captain with the Greensboro Police Department. And once I heard about this, I had him check this out for me. There's never been a formal complaint out of Greensboro on anybody receiving any letters. I'm not saying they didn't receive them. I'm just saying there's never been a complaint put into Greensboro or anybody in Guilford County about receiving letters. So anyway,
And if Doug's showing the letters, they haven't been handed over to the police.
no,
Yeah, I don't know
Because the
about
police would take
Doug.
them.
I
nobody.
do know Chris Foster reported it, not to Greensboro, but to his county where he was at, which I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue off the top of my head what county he's located. But we've physically seen the police there for the letters.
Okay. Well, anyway, there's nothing over here about them. So I don't know what you're doing with them or whatever. But anyway, I'll drop out of here, Don. Like I said, thank you very much, sir. And
Thank you,
ladies,
Silver
thank
Fox.
y'all for coming up telling your stories.
Thank you,
We'll
Silver
just
Fox.
keep
We
on.
greatly appreciate it.
All right, bud. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Now I understand,
Anybody-
Trevor, are you going live? Trevor says that he's going to go live and talk about his dad. So everybody's trying to get on the same page.
Okay. If everybody wants to follow Trevor, and he's going to go live and talk about his father. Ray, if you don't know who Ray is, you can get,
I think everybody knows who Ray is.
yeah.
His dad is Ray. You don't Redbird? You're not aware of Ray. Trevor's handle is just Trevor.
It's right here. I don't know if I can pin. I don't think you can
No.
pin it, but it's not very far up there.
I'm looking. Okay, so he's BASSU. I don't know why you got to make that so hard, Trevor. Basumi.
Here you go. Okay, he's in
It'd
the
probably be
box.
so much easier if I just did this.
Yeah. If
Follow
anybody
him. Follow Trevor.
click on his name and follow him. He's going live on his dad, so if you want to join his live, there you go. You can join his live. Thank you, Trevor, for coming up, sharing your story, sharing what you know.
Not a
Greatly
problem.
appreciate it.
I do want to say, I went on. You guys can also go on there, but Missouri CaseNet. If you just look it up on Safari or Google, you can type in Douglas's name and see if you can't find some history of civil,
Oh, we
criminal, or
found.
any of those
Yes,
records.
we found it.
Oh,
We found it.
we know very much so.
I didn't know if y'all knew or not already, but I also live in Missouri, so I was trying to help out.
All right, we
And if you
appreciate it.
if you want us to come over and sit in your boxes with our mics off, it just brings in the people because they see that we're live in somebody's boxes.
However many people y'all want to hear, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, KK, do you got anything to end? Does anybody in the
Nothing that would be appropriate for the box at this moment. But like you said, remember you are loved, you are worthy, and you deserve to take up space. And no matter what it is, if you guys have questions about something and you want to see proof, just message us. We will provide the receipts. We will find it. Everything that we say, I'm gonna say 99.999% of the stuff we say, we can prove it with cold, hard facts, black and white proof. And I think tonight showed a lot of that. We had a lot of first-hand people come in and tell their stories from how they went into Doug's. And Doug can't say, oh, well, every single one of them is lying. He can't. I mean, he'll try to, but he can't. He can't say that. So
And they all came voluntarily. They spoke voluntarily. There was no right.
We didn't promise them anything. We didn't promise them gifts, money.
And as for the gifts,
anything like
Don
that.
had him off the first time he was live. Then he got flagged, taken down, and he just came back. He didn't think to turn them off, or they would have been off.
Yes, and like I said, I'll either recycle them and turn them back and put them back into TikTok, or I will donate. And if I donate, I'll ask you all where you all want it donated to.
Trevor, have
And,
you been live before on this platform?
Yeah, I used to stream my games on here whenever I was playing.
So you have mods, okay? Because you're going to need mods if you're talking about your dad. Okay.
Probably from like 2 or 3 years ago, so I don't know if they're still active.
All right. So if you need us, we're all here. You can mod
All
any
right.
of us.
Ronnie, Ronnie and
Yeah, that's a troll account. And that's why I quite literally said, you can go back on my YouTube and listen. I have no proof. I am not saying it happened. I am saying that he was accused of it, which Doug has said himself. His father said that himself. This story has been corroborated. They both said it. So I'm literally repeating what Doug said. So I never said he essayed anybody. Never did that come out of my mouth.
None of us are. We're just saying that his dad did not know they was live, and his dad said that. None of us.
And all
are
I
saying,
said was right. All I said was the dad said that the state said you did it, and I said maybe it's a sealed case because it was a minor. That's it.
Yeah. So nobody's saying Doug's, because there's no hard proof that Doug did it. So nobody's saying Doug did that. The only one that said that was his father. So, but yes, I greatly appreciate for everybody coming. I'm got a warning again, so I'm going to go ahead and shut down before they shut me down again. Thank you all for coming. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you all on the streets, and I'll see